Okay, we're gonna shoot on this. I'm not quite sure whether I can actually determine this switch is for me or not at all. Hey, what is up going guys? We're back for another impressions on a linear switch. This is Wuchi Yellows from Wuchi Studio. Please take note of our disclaimer, as the people from Wuchi Studio did send out the switches for a review, but that won't affect my thoughts and opinions regarding this. That being said, let's get into the switches. You're pretty much familiar how this one works. Beginning with the specs, the Wuchi Yellow sports a full nylon housing with a palm stem at 13.5mm with a total travel of 3.8mm. The spring goes about 22mm double stage with a bottom out force of 53 grams. Do take note that the switches do come in factory lube in the rails of the stem. I am genuinely in love with its sound profile. It gives that good flavor of a balanced pitch with hints of a boost on the deeper side with a bottom out. Being a balanced sound profile, I think this goes well for users who are not so into the high and low pitch sound profiles. It's quite amazing on the typing feel when you almost have a full 4mm of total travel but sports a long pull stem. So here's addressing the elephant in the room. Where does it fall off for me? Well, technically, it's not a downside, but its wear preference is quite the answer here. Not only is the spring a long boy one, but it's also double stage, and to top it all off, it only goes for 53 grams of its bottom out force. That being said, it's a bit light for me. This pairing of a tad bit lighter spring and long pull switch is quite snappy for sure. It is so snappy that I actually tend to mistype whenever I use them for work. This is one of those reasons why I usually prefer using springs that are between 60 to 67 grams regardless of the length, because that allows me to type comfortably and with ease. It's also quite smooth out of the box, where I think lubing them is not quite necessary, but I would like to point out that some of the lube kind of spills on the top housing and on the top part of the box stem. A good rule would be wiping them out first before use. So, For 750 pesos of 35 pieces per box, that is roughly 21 peso per switch. Honestly, this is quite a competitive pricing for Wuche yellows. This goes beyond my recommendation when the spring is generally subjective, as we have our different preference for spring weight and length. Like the Morandi, these are also available on Shopee through the Longwind store. For international viewers, do check your local vendors accordingly or place your orders over Wuche Studio's website. That's pretty much about this video. Thanks to Wuche Studio once again for sending this one out. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.